Hello everybody, hey, hi, how you doing? Jay McCain here, coming to you with my extra weak coffee for what I'm calling brunch from Capistan. That's right, we're doing things a little bit different today, and in fact, I have with me my dear old, well, not old, friend. I mean, for a long time, kind of old. Eric is with me. How are you, Eric?
How you doing?
You're so old.
I'm so old.
I was thinking about this the other day. I was trying to remember, how long we've known each other. It's gotta be, 20 years.
Yeah, over 20 years. I think 15. We were about 15 when we met.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I was like, it doesn't feel weird to me that I've been a dad for 11 years. But it feels weird to me that I've known you for 20 years. I don't know.
I know, it's wild. Yeah, I know. The other day I was watching the stream and you were saying you were 37, and I'm like, you're 36.
Yeah. Listen, does it really matter after a certain point?
I know. That's the problem. Like, once you hit 30, you just stop counting.
Yeah, exactly.
Then
It's
you're
just
counting decades.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, am I mid, late, or early of whatever decade I am?
Exactly. Yeah. No, I forget how old I am all the time, and that comes up too. Like in TCAP, like these guys.
Oh yeah.
Chris asks them how old they are, and they're
39,
like,
44. We find out later he's 46. 39, 35, 39.
Maybe it's a legitimate mistake. They just don't know.
Yeah. I've always thought these guys should do the dyslexia defense. I thought 13, I thought 31. I got the numbers mixed up.
I mean, there's also this is flimsy at best, but there's also technically the decoy defense, right? Because they could be because the decoys are all 19, right? So they show up and be like, yeah, I knew she was lying about her age. She's totally not 13.
That's
she's 19.
That's what Michael Schumacher did when he said role-playing chat room.
Role-playing chat room, dude.
Role-playing chat room, dude. But yeah, I do believe other people have done that defense. I don't know.
Well, it's not necessarily that we need to defend these guys, but
I'm taking up law school exclusively to get child predators free, to get the charges dropped.
Those are not. That's not going to get you any awards, I don't think.
No. So today we're watching JPW, and since this is Lunch from Capistan, what I think I'm going to do is part 1 will be on YouTube. Part 2 you'll have to find on Patreon, which you should be able to. Now that I think about it, I need to get the link dialed in on that. But it'll be linked below if you want to help support me on Patreon. Part 2 will be on there. If you don't want to watch it, if you don't want to give money to Patreon, I understand. It will also be available as a VOD on my Twitch, which will be linked below. But that's only going to stay up for 2 weeks. Twitch automatically deletes those after 2 weeks. So that's what's happening today. It'll be fun. Let's get into the good stuff. JPW walking in. What do you think about his drip?
Every time I see JPW, but hi Tulip Blossom. I just wanted to say that because I'm a big fan of I finally get to say hi Tulip Blossom.
Yeah, nice.
I just think about how sweaty he is. And he's got the double shirt, the baggy jeans, and the hat, and when he comes in he's so sweaty. I'm just the inside of this has to have its own crazy microbiome going on.
There's probably a soapy film between his chest and his his shirt. I think he kind of looks like me when I go backpacking. I kind of dress the same.
Basically, he's got a whole birdwatcher theme going on here, but also he didn't walk 500 miles or something to get here.
We'll find out. People have done the whole rundown of his journey.
This next
Can you hear it okay?
Also has a criminal record.
I can. Oh yeah, let me unmute it.
He was on active parole and he was a registered sex offender. Got it. And he knocked on someone's door. Thankfully, it was ours.
Sergeant Chad Bianco from the Riverside County Sheriff's Department describes the criminal past of our latest arrival. He's 48-year-old Jean-Pierre Michael Weary.
He has a conviction for an assault with a deadly weapon.
That's a hell of a name, too. Jean-Pierre Michael Weary.
Yeah, I wonder if he's got like a Canadian background.
How?
It's a very Canadian name.
Or he was like an officer on the Starship Enterprise.
Exactly. That went back to 1981. He was convicted and sentenced to 3 years in prison for rape. And in 2000, he was also sent to prison for failure to register as a sex offender.
I forgot about his record. He had quite the record.
He's still in jail, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Like, this is the guy who's still in jail. I mean, this is one of those things that makes him so creepy to me. I mean, obviously, like, he's a total creep, but like the fact that he's like a major repeat offender, and it gets into his interrogation because like he knows how fucked he is.
Yeah,
he's like, this is strike 3, and I'm done.
Yeah, he knows exactly. Yeah. It's a 3rd strike policy. Yeah. Which is why he goes so hard. he goes so hard. Everything to try and get out of there. Oh, by the way, I Uber Eats over some mimosas for you for lunch. So for brunch.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, so thank you. I just want to mention that. It might look like I'm morning drinking. I'm drinking a Heineken 00, which is, I don't know, maybe weird, but I like these things, man. I felt like that's a very brunchy drink. Non-alcoholic Heineken.
Being a convicted rapist, here he is tonight at our undercover house after making plans for sex with a decoy posing as a 13-year-old boy.
What a way to enter someone's house. I'm going to start doing this when I knock on people's doors. Just knock, 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 knock.
Online, he told the decoy that he was a promotional photographer, promoting such films as Kindergarten Cop and some gay porn films. Then he tells
weird. You know, Kindergarten Cop and some gay porn.
You know, that's just, it's my resume. It's my reel.
His reel is like 17 seconds from Kindergarten Cop, and then it just cuts to hardcore gay pornography. Like, here, did you see my reel? Yeah, JPW. I don't think we're gonna go another direction. What's this about, an erection? Yes.
Decoy can help launch the boy's modeling career, but there's a catch. He writes, "How can I?"
Sub Pop says, "I bet he would love to be a Kindergarten Cop."
Promote someone I never had lots of hot sex with. The decoy agrees to sex in exchange for the career help.
I just
nice.
I think about that. Which it was at the Connecticut sting where Chris says, "Has that line ever worked for you before?"
Right.
Like, I've never. How can I take pictures of you if we haven't had hot sex?
Yeah. Well. Okay. I guess you make a good point. It's just I don't want to think of his idea of hot sex. His idea of hot sex is literally in a hot
yeah. It's real sweaty.
Gas station bathroom. That's 110 degrees.
He's been cultivating his microbiome on his body for years. That's what the milk is for.
God.
We'll get to the milk.
I have a special bacteria culture that I introduced to the milk by teabagging it. Nasty.
Oh, they're putting it on a public bus for hours.
Or as I like to call them. Yeah, he walks. I think he goes to like a window or something because he's a little bit of a peeping Tom too. Shockingly, as I like to call the bus, a fermenter. Yeah. Excuse me. You there? Come on in, bro. You there? Oh, Dell. It's too bad they didn't have a proper decoy for this thing.
I know. Well, this was back in the day too when they didn't let the decoy interact, which is probably a good thing, honestly. It's pretty reckless to let the decoy just sit there and talk to him for 20 minutes.
It is way reckless, but unfortunately, it makes for some of the best content.
I know.
Don't worry, we had a 98-year-old Ron Knight with a revolver standing 20 feet away, so it's totally safe.
Slow down for a second, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we
Oh, that's right. It's so fucking scary how he just, like, barrels in there. He says one word and then starts heading straight towards Dell.
Like, Weary had gone...
It would have been funny if he saw Dell and was like, what the fuck? You're disgusting. I don't want... This is not what I signed up for.
I'm out of here.
An adult woman.
Race. He had walked...
Eco challenge race.
He had gotten on a bus. He had walked some more.
You're just describing my commute, actually. That's making me feel sad.
And when you see him come up the driveway, he's got a backpack and a hat, and he looks like a hiker. And he's weary.
Literally. I don't know if Chris meant to make that joke.
That's his name.
That is his name, is Weary.
Oh my god.
And he's weary.
Thirsty.
Hey, sir.
And he's also thirsty.
Good job, you're thirsty.
It's all double entendre.
Oh, Weary is thirsty. Yes.
Please, and have a seat right there. You seem to be in a hurry there. But have a seat right there, please.
You're in a hurry there. Yeah, he's trying to diagnose the situation right now. I think he knows. He's like, I'm fucked. I am fucked. I'm going to jail.
Just sit down. Why were you in such a hurry to go right the other of the film?
Oh, nothing. I thought I was looking for somebody.
I thought I was looking for someone. I thought I was.
No, I'm sorry.
And who were you looking for?
John Pedersen.
John?
Yes. Yes, the lie begins.
I'm gonna start taking notes just to make sure that we're consistent here. So we've started with John Pedersen.
Yes, John Pedersen. Right. Definitely not Scott Peterson.
No, definitely not.
Pedersen.
Yeah.
And why were you looking for John?
Huh? I was going to talk about some business.
And what business was that?
I'm going to try to find a job somewhere, and I heard about John Pedersen. I heard there was a guy named John Pedersen in the area. That's all I know.
He heard that there's a guy named John Pedersen. So
I heard that there's a guy named John Pedersen.
Strong lead.
It almost sounds like it's like a password or something. Like it's like a secret code. I'm looking, and the fact that it's like not Peterson,
right?
But Pedersen.
Oh, and we're talking like pedo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is Pizzagate level stuff.
It is. It's I think maybe blown the lid off of something here.
The area?
Hillary Clinton's definitely involved somehow.
In this area, that's all.
And why did you come to this house looking for John Pedersen?
I had a phone call.
A phone call?
Yeah.
From?
Well, shit.
In fact, I don't actually know the guy, besides the fact that his name is... I don't even remember his name. It was about 5 hours ago. I've been walking.
5 hours?
5 hours ago, received a phone call.
How far did I walk?
To catch a Pedersen.
I came from
Imagine though, what if he was telling the truth? Just what if he was telling the truth?
Yeah. Well, that's called circumstances shaping your fate there.
That's a good point. It's like when people complain, it's like, oh, the refs cost us that game. It's like, well, you know, if we hadn't given up 28 points in the third, would have helped too. There was a bad call in the fourth. Yeah.
Yep.
the mall down the road.
No, but originally, where did you start off with?
I started off in Claremont.
Claremont?
Yeah.
And how far away is that?
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
I took the bus part of the way.
I love how you won't fucking... I know people like this that you just cannot get a straight yes or no answer from. It's like, so you took the bus? I took it part of the way. It's just like, oh, then you took... Yeah, then yes. I didn't think it picked you up from your doorstep and dropped you off here. Like, yes, you took the bus.
And walked the rest.
Yeah, I was just walking up the road because I was looking and I was told that, you know, there's a John Pedersen that has a construction company in there.
Pedersen
so you
Construction.
were just walking down the road and you thought that...
Dude, that would be a t-shirt. I do... I want to grow... My goal is to grow my channel to 1,000 viewers so I can monetize it, right? I'm not even gonna lie about that. I want to monetize this bitch. But then I also would like to have an online store and do, like, John Pedersen Construction.
Oh my god!
And have like a picture of JPW with his hat. Like,
oh no,
that would be great.
This fellow with the construction company lived in this house.
Somebody told me that he lived.
Somebody? Who is somebody?
A young man on the phone.
A young man on the phone. And how did you reach this young man on the phone?
That's right. Last time we did JPW, we did do the math on Claremont to Riverside, and it was a haul. But that is lost.
Yeah,
lost
I mean, it's in a different county.
Oh,
it's in LA County, and this is Riverside, right?
Yes, it is Riverside. I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, Southern California is just one giant city. Like,
yeah, it pretty much is. It pretty much is.
So that was JPW Part 1 on Brunch from T-Capistan. Programming note moving forward, I think I'm going to make coffee from T-Capistan Monday through Friday, and then once on the weekend I will drop a special brunch from T-Capistan. A little bit longer, looser format, more time to breathe and kind of chit-chat and stuff. That will be going on Patreon. For $3 a month, you can get access to everything that I put on Patreon. And that, of course, that also includes all the five shows a week that I make for free. Besides that, I will be backing up and archiving all of my work on Patreon so that I can't lose it again, like I just did with YouTube recently. And I know not everyone wants to pay for Patreon. It's a pain in the neck. I get it. And if you supported every one of your everyone who asked for $5 a month on Patreon, well, that would add up pretty quickly. I understand that. The Patreon exclusive content will also be hosted on my Twitch, which is linked below. That is on a VOD, which has a 2-week time limit on it. Twitch automatically deletes my VODs after 2 weeks, so you can watch it for free there as well. Alright, thank you very much, and if you want to consider supporting me on Patreon, I would appreciate that very much. Harmonious Resonance.